But Doctor Who last night was a lot better than it has been in a little while. Finally, the Marco Polo storyline is getting really good. I wish they got to this part of the storyline in an earlier episode. They've arrived at Kublai Khan's palace, and where we meet Kublai Khan, and he's off to an uneasy start with the Doctor, but they gradually bond over their old age. Ian's off looking for Ping Chu, I believe her name is. And they've discovered that Tegana's making an attempt to steal the TARDIS. You know, a lot's going on, finally, in this plot, and we're seeing some cool sets and different costumes. A lot of the stuff I really wanted to... All the opportunities that this storyline could have presented are coming out now. They're not just, taking place in caves or in, Marco Polo's caravan along the way, and drama amidst the caravan there. Like, it's actually, rather than going to a location and something happening there is what I would kind of hope for on a kind of Marco Polo expedition storyline. So yeah, excited to see how Ian and Tegana's fight confrontation ends up going. Yeah, I love this show, man. So yeah, I must say, the Marco Polo storyline really picks up toward episode 6 here, and it starts becoming the exciting storyline of repute, I feel, with what appears the photographs of these great sets and costumes finally coming into play for the serial. And then the storyline becomes active and eventful at long last, actually. When I imagined a great 7-part Doctor Who Marco Polo serial, I imagined, each episode of the serial would be in a different location, new sets, new costumes, be snow, be the desert. And to be fair, that was the first 2 episodes initially, a bit of Himalayas, a bit of Gobi Desert. And then episodes 3 to 5 were just kind of meandering in caves or in the caravan or, just in the mist. It was just kind of a bit of a nothing. Finally, at 6, we arrive at Kublai Khan's palace, and it's terrific. It's really strong, and I'm so excited to review what we have left of, the reconstructions of episode 7 very soon. And another thing I really like is how involved Marco Polo becomes in the plot, and how he is an idiot. How he's treated as a respectable and skeptical human who understands and wants to understand and has the capacity to potentially understand the technology via which the Doctor and his crew have found themselves in the 12th century, 13th century. His motivations and his personality become a major factor in the development of the plotline for the serial. And I really like that. He's not just like a gimmick. He's actively involved and changes the nature and, like I said, development of the plotline. I think it's really strong. It could be easy for Doctor Who historical serial storylines afterwards to just be, the Doctor and the crew get up into some shenanigans in this period and then they leave. And, it's just kind of novelty. But this one, they actually wanted to do an interesting story about Marco Polo, how Marco Polo would react if he had interacted with the first Doctor and his crew. There's a real what-if factor to the Marco Polo, and the attempts at, authenticity, locations being named what they are, obviously China being Cathay, for example, being the most prominent example. It all serves to, Marco Polo referencing the Crusades being 25 years before, so they're a relatively contemporary historical event. I think these things serve to... what if they landed in Marco and they were traveling with Marco Polo's caravan? It's not just, oh look, they're in the Crusades. Oh look, they're in the the French Revolution. Oh look, it's the gunfight at the OK Corral. There's more to it and more substance to it, I feel, than a number of the subsequent historical serials in the classic run, as it were. Or maybe I feel differently as I go through the other classic serials which do feature the historical storylines. Maybe I'll feel more positively about them. I do not know. If you're so inclined, do tune in to find out. We'll be at episode 7 of Marco Polo shortly, and then the next serial afterward will be The Keys of Marinus, and afterward another historical, one that is quite beloved and available in its entirety, the 4-parter The Aztecs. If you're so inclined, tune in next time.